I'm Trinidadi, and let's queer up gay culture. New coalition launches in Charlotte to protect and honor Queen City's LGBTQ plus history. Community organizers, local historians, and civic leaders in North Carolina have officially formed the Charlotte LGBTQ History, Visibility, and Beautification Coalition. This new initiative is aimed at documenting, honoring, and permanently marking significant queer historic sites across the Queen City. The grassroots coalition was created to address the systemic erasure of the contributions of local queer trailblazers. Through strategic public art installations, neighborhood beautification efforts, and official historical markers, the coalition brings together local businesses and neighborhood associations to transform significant historical sites into permanent cultural landmarks. One of the coalition's flagship initiatives, including securing a historic marker for Olean's Lounge on South Boulevard, a vital gathering space that provided refuge, community, and grassroots support for Charlotte's LGBTQ plus population, particularly during the height of the HIV/AIDS crisis. Emphasizing the urgent need for community-led preservation during recent fundraisers during Charlotte Pride weekend, Coalition website says, quote, LGBTQ plus people have helped shape Charlotte's history, culture, neighborhoods, and community, and those stories deserve to be seen all around the Queen City, end quote. A place may disappear, its history shouldn't. I think it's wonderful that the intention is to preserve the gay culture and the landmarks and everything. Wonderful, and we need more people to speak up in this current climate to make sure that these things don't permanently go away like so many of our establishments. The only thing I just think about with other historical designated landmarks is that it becomes very expensive to keep up these places. Anything that's designated historical landmark, anytime you want to do a renovation, anytime you want to do anything that might have something change about it, it requires a lot of permitting, a lot of time in the county courthouse, and a lot more expense to do it. And with a lot of gay clubs, sites, organizations closing down due to economy and expense, just to be careful about that and to make sure we support it so that these places don't end up not being fully funded the way that they need to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love this story because I'm a historical buff guy. And so I really respond, when I walk the streets of New York and I see these plaques, I stop and I read them. Because it's like, I'm like, oh, so-and-so was born here, or this happened here, or this battle, Washington met his troops at this corner on this street in Lower Manhattan. So I think having those markers on the street that identify important historical things that occurred in our community at a certain point in time in history is really important. I agree with you. I think structures themselves, it's a challenging situation potentially. And I can only hope, but I would say it's good that there's a preservation society controlling it so someone can't just knock it down like we see what's happening, that they're knocking things down in DC and no one's doing anything about it. So it's like if there's a preservation society protecting these locations from being just razed or knocked down, that's good. And renovations, you're right, it could be a challenging situation.
Have you been to Charlotte?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love Charlotte.
Yeah. I flew in there once.
Oh, it's great hub. Yeah. Of course, Charlotte is called the Queen City because it's named after Queen Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz.
Okay, I thought it was for drag queens.
Yeah, no, that's how we've taken it away. But it was named after her. And what county are they in? They're in Mecklenburg County. So this has many ties to the Queen. Queen Charlotte was the wife of King George III, who was a whole generation knows him through Hamilton, but he was the king when the Americas rebelled, and he bought Buckingham House for Queen Charlotte. So in a way, our little Queen City has connections all the way to the palace where queens live now. So yay, I'm all in favor of this.
Well, I love it.
Well done.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you for piecing all that together for us, John Hayden. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.